The following is a presentation of KBEK Sports, local sports.
Past the 25, to the 20, to the 15, he's going to high step into the end zone, touchdown!
Here, wide receivers split each side.
He's still going into the end zone.
East Central Minnesota, the action starts now. To bring you the call, here's Ethan Game Day Gilman.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Ethan Game Day Gilman, and I am ready for tonight's game between the North Branch Vikings and the Mora Mustangs. Of course, we're not here in North Branch quite yet. We'll send you out to the booth in just a little bit after our pregame show, but first, get you kind of the heads up on what's coming up on the pregame. Of course, we're out here tonight at North Branch High School for the broadcast. Of course, you can see the beautiful brand new Mora turf field behind me. North Branch coming into this game 2-1. They just beat Hermantown on the road 28-21. So they're coming into this week looking for their third straight win after losing to Pequot Lakes in week 1. So they're looking for 3 straight here tonight. But the Mora Mustangs, who have lost 3 straight, are coming in looking for their first win on the season. Let's remember, last year they started the year 0-3, playing very similar teams as they have to begin this year, and now they'll be looking to go on a streak like they did last year, where they were 0-3, won 6 straight games before eventually falling to Foley in the semifinals. But it's one game at a time, and that's what we've all got to focus on, is 1 week at a time for these athletes, because if you look too far ahead, then you're going to get unfocused on the game coming up and worried about the road ahead of you instead of just that one game. So again, North Branch 2-1. Mora 0-3. They just lost to ESCO last week. ESCO probably the favorite in Section 7 or in Section 3A. To go to state. There are a lot of people who are saying if they don't make it to state, they'll be surprised. That's a very good team, very complete team in ESCO. Pequot Lakes, though, don't count them out. I think those two could battle once again for that section championship, but we'll have to wait and see. That is well down the road, even though this week officially marks the halfway point of the season. Yeah, we're halfway through the fall sports season already. It is crazy. Despite playoffs after the regular season, we're already halfway through the regular season. I can't believe it, but we'll keep you up to date on everything. Of course, we got pregame coming up. We've got some interviews with some Mora senior players, as well as the head coach, Troy Erickson, so stay tuned for that. We'll first get a fine word from our sponsors, and then we'll come back and hear those interviews with the players and coaches. You're listening to football here on Nice 95.5 KBEK.
Kettle River Pizza loves supporting all the local teams. And if your team is interested in fundraising, well, they've got you covered. Kettle River Pizza has years of experience in fundraising for local teams, organizations, and clubs, and they would like to help you too. With their experience and the fact that Kettle River Pizza is an easy sell, your fundraiser is bound to be a great success. Visit Kettle River Pizza online and click on their fundraising tab. Kettle River Pizza, a winner every time. Grab a few at your local convenience or grocery store for after the game.
Aw, man. Hinckley Collision.
Hell no. My new car?
Hinckley Collision is the right decision. Fender benders, major accident damage, or hail damage. Hinckley Collision is the right decision. With 24/7 towing and fast, friendly, professional service, their collision department will get you back on the road in no time. With decades of experience dealing with insurance carriers, make the call today. 320-384-7002. 320-384-7002.
There has never been a better time to sell your home. Get a fast cash offer today and have your money in as little as 7 days. Any house, any condition. They will make you an offer the same day and pay you in as little as 7 days. City lots, lake lots, land, does not matter. They want to buy it. If you are ready to sell your home, let Haley Newman with Keller Williams Premier Realty give you a fast cash offer or help get you into the home of your dreams today. Contact her at 320-469-6868.
Joe and the gang at Roddy Motors say, "Go Mustangs!" Well, of course, he's got 2 boys on the varsity squad. He's born and raised in Mustang country, voted Reader's Choice Best Dealer in Kanabec County 2 years in a row. That's what you call a repeat champ. And he offers vehicles of all makes and models, can get you financed on site, and put you and your new vehicle before the Mustangs take on next week's opponent. When you need a quality new vehicle, make your way to Roddy Motors in Mora or visit roddymotors.com.
Game Day Gilman, and I'm out here at Mora Mustang football practice. I am now joined by one of the members of this Mustang team. Why don't you introduce yourself?
I'm Brock Folkma. I'm a captain, senior, and I play outside linebacker on defense and one of the running backs on offense.
Well, awesome. Thank you so much for joining me, and we're going to get a little history on you first. When did you start playing football?
Just started playing flag football in elementary and continued on through tackle football.
Awesome. And what drew you to the sport of football?
I don't know, probably my dad. I mean, he played football, so I always liked it. So I always liked watching football too. So.
Absolutely. And do you have a favorite athlete that you try to maybe emulate your game after at all?
Not really. I don't know. I don't really.
Yeah, that's understandable. And when you're on the practice field or even the playing field, what is something that motivates you?
Mostly that I just want to win. I mean, that's what we come out on Friday night.
Game Day Gilman, and I'm out here at Mora Mustang. This senior group has stuck it out.
Most of that we're family. I mean, we've always been there together. I mean, some guys just came back this year after a few years since even junior high. So most of that, they want to come out and play football too. So.
And what is something that you're hoping maybe yourself or the team-wise to improve on this week for the game on Friday against North Branch?
Fewer mistakes. I mean, we just have a lot of mental errors that we just don't process. We forget our job on that certain formation or play, that just one guy is just messing up every time. And if we all just get together and do our job, the outcome's gonna come. So
yeah, for sure. And what is something you want to see this team accomplish on Friday against another bigger school, but a school it looks like that you guys can hang with?
Yeah, mostly get our offense rolling. I mean, we've only got couple touchdowns now, so like we've sustained really good drives, but then we just break down and we just need to keep going and reach the end zone. So.
And a couple more questions here. I'm going to just put you on the spot here. Between linebacker and running back, which one would you say is your favorite? Do you lean one way or the other?
I mean, it's really hard. I like playing both. I started out on defense a lot more, so I just know that position more. But I mean, I love scoring touchdowns, so it's kind of offense, I guess. So
for sure. And last thing for you here, is there anyone that you want to shout out?
My family, I guess. I don't know.
Well, they're always a good one to cut to. Well, thank you so much for joining me. I'm Game Day Gilman, back out here at Mora Mustangs football practice. I'm now joined by another member of the Mustangs football team. Introduce yourself for us.
I'm Justin Norby. I play tight end and outside linebacker.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. And get a little history on you here. When did you start playing football?
I started when I was about in second grade when flag football first started. So.
And what kind of drew you to the sport?
Just the moment I picked up the football, I guess, and with all of my friends, we have around 18 seniors on the team.
Wow.
So, it's a lot of fun with the guys.
Absolutely. And when you're out on, whether it's the practice field or playing field, what is something that motivates you?
My friends, my family, my grandpa's really got me into it. I've had a lot of family members come through the program and hopefully to go on to the next level.
For sure. And when you're looking at both positions, going to put you on the spot a little bit here, which one would you say is more your favorite? Which one do you lean towards more?
Tight end.
Tight end.
Yeah.
And why tight end?
I like catching passes. I like blocking for the team. So.
Yeah, there's plenty of that to do out here. And looking at your game personally, what would you say is the best part of your game?
I'd say this year I've gotten a lot better at blocking. Otherwise, good. Got good hands, I'd say.
And with this team, you've kind of got a unique position. You're part O-lineman, part receiver. And what is the difficult part about that sometimes? Because there's a lot of film to watch, having to block and catch the ball.
Just remembering both. It's not a lot of teams nowadays. You just have a wide receiver not blocking much. So it's a fun mixture though, just to kind of get a feel of both and just know you're contributing on both parts of the ball, whether it's catching or running.
Absolutely. And what do you think? Football, very unique sport. What would you say is the hardest part about this sport?
There's 11 guys on the field, and it takes one guy to mess up a whole play. So you have to have all 11 guys working together at the same time in unison. So.
Yeah, and that can be tough to do at times. But looking at last week's game against ESCO, not the outcome you would have hoped for, but what is something that you took from that game that you can learn from moving forward?
Just a battle as a team. We made a lot of mistakes, and just mistakes we could have fixed. Yeah, I mean, we're a really good team. Don't count us out yet, so.
Absolutely. This team, 0-3 start last year, went on to win 6 straight. What do you think is one of the keys to going on another streak like that? Obviously, you don't want to look too far ahead, one game at a time.
Yeah, I'd say just getting the feel for the win. Last year we got that first taste of a win, and we just never looked back.
For sure. And now looking to this week of practice, what is something that you're hoping to improve on for Friday night's game against North Branch?
Just blocking. North Branch, they send a lot of guys blitzing-wise, so it's going to be challenging for sure, but we got them. So.
And it'll be an interesting matchup because this team runs a similar offense as you do. So on the defensive side of the ball as the outside linebacker, what's something that you're looking at on their offensive side of the ball?
It's going to be definitely a lot easier because I know the end position, so I'm going to kind of know a lot more of what the end is doing. Yeah, I mean, it definitely nice not to worry about some wide receivers on the outside like Esco, but.
And looking to this team on Friday, obviously you play North Branch. What is something that you hope this team can accomplish on Friday, whether it's a win or just something small?
Yeah, I just hope we get a win. These young guys need to feel how it feels to get a win. A lot of us seniors know to keep battling. These young guys, I don't want them to get their heads down because it's a long season, a lot of season left.
Absolutely. And final thing for you here, is there anyone that you'd like to shout out?
Nathan, Brock, Mason, a couple of my best friends. Yeah, they make this football team a lot of fun. All of them do. All my seniors, actually. I shouldn't even say them 3. All my seniors. So.
Well, thank you so much for joining me.
Embrace Orthodontics offers a unique specialized approach to orthodontic treatment with custom braces or Invisalign. The team at Embrace loves getting to know their patients personally and takes the time to make sure all your questions are answered. Their board-certified orthodontists use only the latest in modern technology to give you the best outcome possible. They work with your insurance company and offer flexible financing options to fit your budget. Call today to set up your free exam and see how Embrace Orthodontics can transform your smile. More online at embracemn.com. That's embracemn.com.
Wellia Health is here to keep you feeling your best so you can enjoy all the things you love best. You can count on us for your eye exams, mental health services, rehabilitation, wellness exams, urgent care, and much more. At Wellia Health, our goal is to help you live life well. Let Wellia Health help you get back to your best. Give us a call today to set up an appointment. 320-679-1313. WelliaHealth.org.
A huge shout out to all of our fine sponsors who sponsor this and every other broadcast. Thanks so much to them. If it weren't for them, well, we wouldn't be able to be out here. So a huge shout out to all of them. And I want to thank the seniors who joined us, Justin Norby and Brock Folkema, for joining us on their interviews. Now we'll head into the interview with head coach Troy Erickson. Game Day Gilman and I am now joined by the Mora Mustangs head coach Troy Erickson. First of all, Coach, thanks so much for joining me.
My pleasure. Thanks for coming out.
Absolutely. And last week you guys played Esco here on Friday. Not the outcome you would have hoped for, but give us your thoughts on that game.
It was one of those for the history books. That they have one complete team, and they're just not. I mean, they have that one great player, but they have players all around him too. So that is actually it's kind of fun watching them play. But we did want to have a better outcome on it. We wanted to be able to control them a little bit better and at least move the ball a little bit better what we could. But it was what it was, and that's what we'll just move on and get after North Branch this week.
Absolutely. And looking back to Friday, what's something you feel like this team did well?
Well, it was just a matter of still getting up off the ground and going out there and playing the next down. I mean, because every down it seemed like when they had the ball offensively, they had the ball. Other than I think the first two, we actually got them into a third down. But after that, it was pretty much they were scoring at will. So just having that fortitude to, hey, we still got to get up and play football. So they were getting up and willing to go and play again. So that's something we can build off of.
Absolutely. And again, turnovers kind of caught you guys up again. What is one way that you're hoping to kind of at least cut down on those here for this game against North Branch on Friday?
Well, the turnovers on this last week were a product of trying to do too much and trying to, you're down by 28 points early. You're trying to do a little bit more than what you comfortably are going to do. So it just kind of makes it that much you're more prone to fumble or to throw an interception. And our kids were trying to make plays. A couple of them was trying to stretch out to get another yard. Ball gets knocked out of their hand. Or, they're trying to, we ran a fake punt, and the punter was running and trying to get another yard, and the kid come up and stripped the ball from him, and it made a big league play. So it was all basically us trying to do a little too much to try to get back in that game. So the turnovers I'm not too concerned with. We're gonna be all right.
And kind of speaking on that, this team, it just every time they step out on the field, no matter the score, just the fight and the determination that they continue to have. Speak on that, because this senior group, a pretty special group.
It is, and it bleeds down to the younger players too. But yeah, that's it's fun to watch because these guys will, and it's hard to say when you're 0-3, but we're building, and we're going to be having a lot of fun here. So we're excited. Players are excited. So when they go out there, they still believe, and they're still working hard and putting every effort in. And these guys will, no matter who lines up across from them, they're going to come out and hit you. And that's something we try to pride ourselves here in Morris. So this team is doing that and doing it well.
Absolutely, and I think for a lot of people, they look at 0-3 as, oh my goodness, but last year started 0-3, went on to win 6 straight. What is one of the keys that you hope this team can look at to get back to the winning side of things?
Well, it goes back to they have to know that it isn't the end of the world, but they also have to know that we're not happy where we're at. And so you don't want to get complacent with, okay, losing's okay, but, and get into that, because that can become contagious. So want to make sure they stay focused on doing what we need to do to get the victory and playing the way we can play to get those victories. So, and knowing that we can't do anything about the last 3 games other than fix what we can fix and move forward and take on the next. And our section is, I was telling, I think 5 teams in our section right now, 5 of the 8 haven't won a game. So right now we're sitting in 3rd place in the section. So, I mean, we still got a home field right now. And so it's, we're not out of anything. We still can reach our goals that we want to reach. So, and the boys know that they've lived it. And then we're just working towards to end this losing streak now and get on a winning ways.
Absolutely, and you'll face North Branch again here in North Branch on Friday, an opponent whose offense very similar, run the power T. What is something you're hoping this defense can do to maybe step up or just make some plays to stop that offense from driving down the field and taking up a lot of the clock?
Yeah, we need to. They have their quarterback's a dangerous runner. The quarterback seems to be their number one rusher this year. And he's been getting a lot of big plays. A lot of those big plays we've watched on his films have been on our 18-19s, the quarterback keep around the left end or around the right end. And he gets out there and he's an athlete and he gets good yards. So we have to make sure we're keeping him corralled. But as long as you're doing that, you also have to worry about the fullback trap. You got to make sure the fullback doesn't beat you on that quick trap. And then also the off tackle. The off tackle is where they're going to go down and field the first down. We got to make sure we're not giving up the big plays, and then we'll grind it out with them in between the 20s.
Yeah, for sure. And you talked about it a little bit last week that you're okay with your offense going down the field, taking up as much clock as they can, 10, 12 plays. Is that kind of something similar? Because obviously you like to see the big plays, but also just watching this offense run the way it should has also got to feel good.
Yes, you're happy either way. I mean, me as the head coach, I like watching our team control the ball, but I'm one of the I like to see a lot of points scored too. So and this offense can do it if you hit those big plays, the traps, and the quarterback around the end. You can run up a score pretty fast. So that's what we're working on, trying to get those plays back into our arsenal. As far as we've had them, but we just haven't broke it big yet. So we're working on it, and it should be something fun. But either way, I'll take the game either way. A lot of scores or grinding one out. We're just looking for the victory.
For sure, and going back to the game on Friday, I know pulled out the pass a little bit more. Obviously, this team is run first, but the pass looked like it had a little bit of success. Blocking up front seemed to be good for the quarterback there to give him some time. Is that something we might see a little bit more of, or is it just going to be kind of going to the well maybe on a longer third down situation?
I don't want to say. It's there when we need it, and we're confident in it. It's something that we don't use a ton of, but it's also something we always have in our hip pocket, and we may be bringing it out against somebody, and we may not. The game dictates it too, and the way teams defend us. We start seeing 11 guys up there in the box. We're going to do stuff to exploit that. So. That's kind of how it goes. So I know we don't go into any game saying we're going to throw the ball X number of times, we're going to run the ball X number of times. So we just kind of go as the games go.
For sure. And, of course, 2 weeks ago we had a couple of injuries to this team last week. Were there any more? And could you give us an injury update on some of the players who were out of last week's game?
Last week we had Will Anderson, our starting middle linebacker, was out. He's back now. He had kind of a hip flexor groin injury. He's back running full go right now. We also had our starting tackle, offensive tackle, has been out since week 1 with a staph infection that he is now cleared. Today was the first day he could come back and actually hit. So he's on the mend. He's on the mend to come back. So he won't be playing in this week's game. And then we also have our safety that's been out since week 1 that looks like we may be seeing him take the field a week from Friday for the first time. So
it'll definitely be nice to get those guys back. And before we let you go, is there anything else that you wanted to add?
No, it's just that this one's going to be fun. We love playing this way. We love the team that we're playing, how they play, and the coaching staff down there we have a ton of respect for, and it's going to be a lot of fun. North Branch is a great unit.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for joining me, and good luck on Friday.
Thank you.
Are you looking for a position where your role impacts the community around you? Then look no further than Burnett Dairy Cooperative in Grantsburg, Wisconsin. Owned by the farmers in your community, Burnett Dairy offers numerous career options with various responsibilities and growth opportunities. Positions such as CDL drivers, who work closely with our farmers, cheese production, creating award-winning cheeses, and retail store clerks making someone's day better. Visit BurnettDairy.com and click on Careers to join our herd.
Your journey to smile with your forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners with locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget, whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics, a smile you will embrace forever.
Hey, you looking for a reliable propane supplier? Look no further than Burnett Dairy Propane. Proud to serve you, providing top-notch propane services all year round, offering convenient delivery options and flexible payment plans that suit your schedule and budget. Trust the experts in the field, Burnett Dairy Propane. Call them today at 715-689-1032 or visit them online at burnettdairy.com. Burnett Dairy Propane, your dependable propane partner.
A huge shout out to all Game day going back out here at the Mora Mustangs football field. I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to the two seniors who joined me. That's Justin Norby and Brock Folkma. I want to thank them so much for joining me and taking time out of their practice schedule to do those interviews. It is greatly appreciated. Obviously, we love giving the spotlight to the players. They deserve it. That is why we come out here and do these interviews. I love getting these local players on the air and getting their faces in front of a camera. It's so cool that we're able to do that. And obviously, give a shout out to the ADs who allow us to come to the fields to do that. Head coach Troy Erickson, who he allowed his players to get out of practice to do it, and for him coming and doing an interview with us himself. So a huge shout out to those three guys for coming and doing interviews with us. Of course, want to thank all of our fine sponsors here. The pregame just about wrapped up, and then we'll get you out to kickoff at North Branch in their turf field. So again, one of very few games that the Mora Mustangs won't be playing on turf is against Pine City, so they get another turf game here this week against North Branch. That'll be nice for them. Familiar field anyways. A familiar team that they're going to be playing in North Branch. They played them the last couple of years. I think last year was maybe the first time they hadn't played them in about 2-3 years, so it should be an interesting matchup here. Mora versus North Branch, two of our local teams going at it. Mora looking for their first win on the season. North Branch going to be looking for their third on the year. I want to thank all of you who tuned in here to the pregame. Thank you so much, and appreciate you joining in. Be sure to stay tuned. We will have live at the field here in just a little bit, so stay tuned for that. Again, huge shout out to Justin Norby, Brock Folkma, and head coach Troy Erickson for their interviews. For now, we'll head back to the commercials, hear a few words from our fine sponsors, then we'll head up to the booth with yours truly as we get ready for kickoff here. The Kettle River Pizza kickoff coming up shortly. Again, this has been your pregame here on Nice 95.5 KBEK.
Kettle River Pizza is a proud supporter of sports teams and community organizations. Local groups and teams across the state have had amazing success with Kettle River Pizza fundraising. From sausage and pepperoni to chicken Alfredo or the hot Hawaiian, the cheesy deliciousness practically sells itself. Visit KettleRiverPizza.com to schedule your next fundraiser. It's so easy to get started. Got a pizza craving now? Pick up a Kettle River Pizza at your local grocery store or convenience store today.
And thank you so much for tuning in to the pregame here on 95.5 FM KBEK. I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman. I'm going to bring you all the action from tonight's game here in North Branch between the visiting Mora Mustangs and the North Branch Vikings. It's homecoming night for the North Branch Vikings, and they had some pregame fireworks for their entrance, some fireworks during the national anthem. It was pretty darn cool, if I do say so myself, to watch that happen. Well, we're out here at North Branch High School. The Vikings hosting the Mora Mustangs on their homecoming night. It should be a good one here between these two teams. Of course, North Branch lost their first game of the season to the Pequot Lakes Patriots, and ever since then they haven't lost. 2-1, winning 2 straight over Hermantown last week. And that was a close game there for North Branch last week against Hermantown. That was a good win for them, though. And they look for their third straight, while Mora comes into this one 0-3 on the season. But if you remember last year, they started 0-3 as well, but then they rattled off 6 straight wins, and they'll hope to do that again, starting with a win here tonight against the North Branch Vikings. And again, as I mentioned before, this should be a fun one between these two teams. It's going to be very, very interesting. Two teams, very similar offense. Actually, they run the same offense as that power T formation. These two teams both run that. So it should be interesting to see how these two teams defend each other. Of course, that Kettle River Pizza kickoff coming up in just a moment. Kettle River Pizza is a great way to fundraise for your team. Visit kettleriverpizza.com to get started. It's going to be a beautiful night for football here in North Branch. Taking a look at the weather here for this evening. The clouds are rolling in. That rain should start here later on tonight, but sitting at about 70 degrees here for kickoff in this homecoming game between the North Branch Vikings and the visiting Mora Mustangs. North Branch will be wearing all black here this evening. The black jerseys, the white 3 stripes on the side of the jersey. White letters and numbers outlined in that red, the red helmets. NB on one side of them. And the Mora Mustangs in their away white uniforms, the white jerseys. Blue letters and numbers outlined in black, the blue stripe down the side of the pants, the blue helmets, white face masks. They got that black M on the helmet as well. Both teams just about set to get going. And over on 106.5 FM, AM 1350, it is Bram hosting Barnum this evening. Bram, the number 1 team in Class Single A. Barnum, a top 10 team in Class 2A. That should be a fun one there as well. Great matchups here this evening on our airwaves as Mora will receive the kick, and kicking it away for the North Branch Vikings is going to be Brody Beaver, a senior for the Vikings. It'll be Brock Folkema and Maverick Sutherland back deep to return for the Mora Mustangs. And that Kettle River Pizza coming up here. We get the ball out there. Kettle River Pizza is the delicious, locally made frozen pizzas. Pick up one on your way home from the game tonight or stop into their Ascove location and buy in bulk and save. Kettle River Pizza kickoff coming up here in just a second. Of course, 12 minutes up on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Embrace Orthodontics, custom light force braces or Invisalign clear liners with 3 locations, Pine City, Litchfield, and Cambridge. And there's the boot. That one will be taken in at around the 27-yard line. It's taken in past the 30, breaks the tackle at the 35 to the 40. To the 45 before he's bumped out of bounds. So the Mustangs will get good starting field position there on that kick return from Troy Bankers, who brings it up past the 45 to the 47. And the Mustangs, after that Kettle River Pizza kickoff, will start with the ball on their own 47, so good starting field position for this Mustang offense, and they'll look to get something going right away with their first possession of the game. 11 seconds taken off the clock on that kick return on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Their doctors are committed to providing world-class orthodontic care in a friendly and comfortable atmosphere. Start today at embracemn.com. First possession, Nathan Nelson under center, power T formation. He takes the snap, he fakes, he's going to roll. He looks to throw. He's got a man wide open, caught at the 40, to the 35-30, breaks the tackle at the 25, to the 20, inside the 20, down at the 15. That's a big gain there for the Mustangs. And that is going to be Maverick Sutherland, or Folkema? Yeah, it is 21. That's Folkema. Takes it up to the 16. 36-yard reception there for Brock Folkema. And it'll be first down and 10 deep in North Branch territory. To give this time off the right side, pounding way through to defenders, is the ball carrier for Mora. I believe that was Sutherland that time. And he'll take it to the 11.
Brings up second and 5.
To the 5. So Sutherland back in. They like having him back. Of course, he was injured in that game against Two Harbors, sadly. But he is back this week. They're happy to have him back. Picks up 5, and it's now second down. Roblard under center, takes the snap, gives it back to Volner off the left side. Breaks through the initial tackle, and then falls forward to the 47. It's a gain of 5 for Volner, and it's second down and 5. Well, if you're just joining us, Mora didn't take too many plays. Took 6 plays to get downfield and score. Brock Folkema with a 36-yard reception got inside the red zone. Then only a couple plays later, Brock Folkema again punched it in from 5 yards out to give the Mustangs an 8-0 lead. Sutherland got the 2-point conversion. Now it's the Vikings' turn with it, and Roblar will keep it himself. He's gone! Robillard is gone from 53. He is in. It's Jacob Robillard from 53 yards. He is in for a Vikings touchdown. And again, you can hear the fireworks in the background. The Vikings got fireworks for their homecoming here this evening. The North Branch Vikings, with the 53-yard touchdown run from quarterback Jacob Robillard, get on the board. And it is now 8-6. Still in favor of the Mustangs, but that's going to be a big blow to the Mustangs. It looks like the Vikings will go for one here. So the Vikings will just be content to go for the extra point with Brody Beaver getting set to boot it. And the kick is up, and it is good. So the Vikings go downfield and get a chunk touchdown there from quarterback Jacob Robillard. They trail by one here on homecoming night. 8-7, the Mustangs still with the lead here in the first quarter with 5:42 to go on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Embrace Orthodontics, your customized smile journey starts with a free consultation. The team at Embrace Orthodontics wants to make your journey as seamless and convenient as possible with custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear liners. Find out more at embracemn.com. So we're tied here in North Branch between the Mustangs and the Vikings. Or excuse me, not tied. It's a 1-point lead for the Mustangs, 8-7. Both teams did a pretty good job on offense. Of course, the Mustangs got help on their starting field position on the return from the about 20. They got it up to the 45, and again, one play got them inside the red zone, and then only a couple plays later, it was Brock Folkema from 5 yards out. This time, Jacob Robillard took it from 53 yards out for the North Branch Vikings, and Mustangs hold an 8-7 lead. That's kind of been the action if you just joined us here. In the first quarter, 5:42 to go. Brody Beaver getting set to boot it away for North Branch. There's the whistle, and here's the boot. This one going to be a high-hanging one. And taking it in that time is going to be Troy Bankers. Bankers, not as much success on this return. Only gets it past the 30. Last return, he got it up past the 45. This time, he'll only get it to about the 32.5. So that's where the Mustangs will take over with possession. They have an 8-7 lead, though. So they've got some things going for their offense here, and they look to continue that on their second possession of this first quarter. Two teams who normally would take time moving down the field with their offenses moved pretty quickly to get into the end zones, both of them. About 5 plays. And North Branch with the length of the field. Mora did not have to their last time out. Nelson under center. He's going to give it off the right side to Sutherland. Sutherland gets a nice block, finds a lane to run through, carrying defenders towards the 45, past the 45, and now they'll blow the whistle, and he carries it up to the 46. That's a gain of 14 there for Maverick Sutherland, carrying defenders along the way. It's a new set of downs here for the Mustangs. What a run there from Sutherland. They really missed him. You could see in that game against Two Harbors, he was kind of their pounder, their tough runner, and he shows it why there, up to the 46, a gain of 14. Nelson under center takes the snap. He gives it off the left side this time to Folkema. Folkema breaks off of one, drives his legs past the 45, into North Branch territory to the 40. Brock Folkema running with some power behind his legs. And it's another good pickup there. That time 14 yards for the Mustangs. And these two offenses just going at each other right now. These Mora running backs, if you didn't hear the pregame interview, I talked with Justin Norby, the tight end and outside linebacker for this Mustangs team. He said, don't count us out. We haven't won yet, but don't count us out. We're a good team, and we know it. All we need to do, we feel like we just need a win. We feel like they just need to get those younger guys a taste, and then it'll be off. This time they give to Mason Nelson, spinning off a tackle before he's gathered in. It'll be a short pickup of about 2 or 3 that time for Mason Nelson. The snap. And now we've got a flag down, and looks like they were able to get the Mustangs to jump. If that's the case, it'll be a free first down for North Branch, and it is. That's the 4th penalty on the Mustangs here in the first half. Not ideal. Not what you want. 9:10 to go here in the first half. Mustangs lead 8-7 over the North Branch Vikings. On that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard, custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear liners with 3 locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge. Find out more at embracemn.com. So 8-7, Mustangs lead over the North Branch Vikings, but the Vikings have it in Mora territory at the 25. And North Branch false started. They got that tight end here on the left side to jump, and that'll back them up 5. And that is on Jacob Teagan, the starting tight end. That's the Vikings' first penalty of the evening. And that'll back them up. It's first down and 15 at the 30. 8:50 to go here and counting in this first half. We got off to a hot start between these two teams, but it has since simmered down. 8-7 Mustangs with the lead. Robillard, and he'll give it up the middle this time, and Carter Drill is gone from 30 yards out right up the middle. Carter Drill with the touchdown run from 30 yards away. Carter Drill with the touchdown carry of 30 yards to make it 13-8 in favor of the Vikings again. The North Branch Vikings, this is their homecoming game. They've got fireworks here this evening. They played them during the pregame, the run-in as the team entered the field, and then they played them during the national anthem. It was very cool. So the Vikings will set to go for the extra point. It's Brody Beaver getting set to attempt the PAT. Snap, spot, down, kick, up, no good. So it will stay a 13-8 lead for the North Branch Vikings just outside of that Roddy Motors red zone. But the Vikings do score on a 30-yard touchdown run from Carter Drill to put them on top, 13-8 with 8:35 to go on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard here in the second quarter. Their doctors are committed to providing world-class orthodontic care in a friendly and comfortable atmosphere. They'll leave you with a smile you'll embrace forever. Find out more at embracemn.com. So the Vikings now lead over the Mustangs 13-8. 8:35 to go. But the Mustangs, again, they've had both possessions on offense have looked good, but they've kind of shot themselves in the foot with a couple of penalties that has backed them up, and then they were forced to punt. And I'm saying if they don't get those penalties, I think Mora scores again. I think we're talking about probably a 16-13 lead. Maybe 14-13 at the very least. As the way these offenses are moving right now, the defenses just are having a hard time stopping them. That drive was a little bit more for North Branch, a little bit more stereotypical for the power T formation. Took a lot of plays to get downfield, and then the one chunk play after kind of fighting the defense for a while, kind of lull them to sleep, and then boom, get that one big chunk play. That's what happened there, but More on their first possession, returned it to past the 45, got in great territory, then with one play got inside the red zone, and then a few plays later, they scored on a touchdown run from Brock Folkema. They'll look for another good return here. And they'll squib it, and Mustangs do jump on top of it. Just outside their own 40-yard line. They had a little bit of trouble getting to that one, but it was Cole Schwarzbauer who was able to jump on top of it just in time. And they'll spot this ball, I believe, at the 38-yard line on the Mustang side of the 50. And that's where the Mora offense will start. Again, they've had a pretty good 2 first drives, but the last time it was kind of taken away by penalties, and they'll look to get back to that. They had a bunch of momentum, but those penalties can really destroy that momentum. So they'll look to get back all of it that they can here on this drive. Again, you don't want to go for that big chunk play right away. You just want to kind of let the plays go and come how they do. And now a toss out to the left side for Brock Folkema. Brock Folkema breaking through one tackle and falling forward near the 45-yard line. Pickup of, well, they'll spot him back at the 44, maybe even the 43. So they started at the 45, right back to the 43. It's a gain of 5 either way for Brock Folkema. And second down and 5. Under 8 minutes to go now here in the first half. Mustangs trail by 5. It's second down and 5, and they trail by 5. Power T formation, one receiver out wide to the right. Nathan Nelson will give it off the right side here, and this time Maverick Sutherland on the carry. Picks it up to about the, we'll spot him at the 41. Gain of 3. And that'll make it 3rd and a long 2.
Gain of 2. Brings up a 3rd and 3.
Oh, the Mustangs looking to get this drive back into North Branch territory and put in a little something together where they can go score before half. The ideal situation here for the Mustangs would be take all this time off the clock, 7:10 remaining, go down, score with little to no time left, and go up at halftime. Nathan Nelson gives it out wide left to Brock Folkma. He finds a lane off the left side, gets near the 50. It'll be a first down no matter what for Brock Folkma to the 50. It's a gain of 5 and a first down for the Mustangs.
And a first down for the Mustangs.
First down and 10 at midfield now for Mora. And they'll look to continue just to move down the field, doing what they can to punch it into North Branch territory. And I can't say what that does for a team. Once you get across the 50 into the other team's territory, that does a lot for your momentum and just for the comfortability of it. It does a lot, and I think it helps the psyche as well. Nathan Nelson under center, gives it off on the right side this time, breaking through a few tackles. That's Maverick Sutherland quickly up to the 42-yard line. Is a gain of 8 for Maverick Sutherland, and it'll be second down and 2. Sutherland knifed through the defense quickly that time, shook off one tackle, and then was taken down by his ankles that time after an 8-yard gain. Again, it's not that the Power T it can't have big chunk plays, but it's more plays like that. Shoresbauer, the lone wide receiver out left. He'll give it off to Brock Folkema, and we'll get a whistle. And I don't see a flag. Oh, he picked it up. There it is. And they're going to get an encroachment penalty here on North Branch. That'll be their second penalty of the game so far. And that'll give a free 5 yards to Mora and a first down. So 5:55 to go. That clock running. Mustangs trail 13-8. There they go. They stopped the clock. I was pretty sure that it was just stopped after a flag. It does, and now it starts to run. 5:50 to go here on that Embrace Orthodontic scoreboard here in the first half. Vikings lead 13-8 on homecoming night. Mustangs will get the call. They sprint to the line of scrimmage. Mustangs, they'll toss it out to the right to Maverick Sutherland. Sutherland has lane. He cuts it upfield, and then he's wrapped up, but breaks off the tackle. The tackler got him up high. Can't tackle Maverick Sutherland up high. He'll break off it just like he did there, and he falls forward to the 32-yard line. A gain of 5 there for Maverick Sutherland. Again, Sutherland, you just cannot take him on up high. He is 9 times out of 10 going to break off that tackle and get extra yards, in which he did there. That should have been a short game, but he falls forward for an extra 3. And now instead of second and long, it's second down and medium. This time, the gift to Brock Folkma. He finds a lane, quickly drives through it, and then is brought down after a nice gain to the 26. It's a gain of 6. Maybe? I think they're saying it should be a first down. Yep, it should be. There it is. They get the ball, the chains moved. First down there for Brock Folkma on that carry. I was going to say, in my head, the math didn't seem quite right for it to be third down. I know I'm not no mathematician, but 5 plus 6 is 11. You only need 10. Nathan Nelson, he'll fake it up the middle. He'll keep it himself, driving through some defenders, getting a block from the tight end and the O-line on that left side, plowing forward across the 25 to what looks to be the 23. Gain of about 4 there for for Nathan Nelson. His first carry of the game goes for 4. And they are just outside of that Roddy Motors red zone with 4 minutes to go on that Embrace Orthodontic scoreboard. Mustangs get the play call in. Break the huddle quickly to the line. Nathan Nelson under center. Power T formation. He gives it out wide to the right. And this is Sutherland, who gets wrapped up quickly, and this time the North Branch Vikings will get teammates to corral him, and it looks to be maybe a loss of about a yard. Loss of 1 there for Maverick Sutherland, and it will be 3rd down and about 7 for Mora. Big 3rd down here for the Mustangs as they look to try and go and score and retake the lead with 3:20 to go here on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Your customized smile journey starts with a free consultation. The team at Embrace wants to make your journey as seamless and convenient as possible with braces or aligners. Find out more at embracemen.com. Nelson will give it off to Sutherland. Sutherland spins off of the tackle but falls forward just past the 20 to the 19. It'll be a gain of about 5, and it'll be 4th down. 4th down, we'll call it, well, looks like about 3 here. 4th down and 3 for the Mustangs. This is a big play here for both sides. A late substitution for the Mustangs. Sutherland comes off the field. That was Nathan Nelson. They break the huddle. And now we're going to get a timeout, I think, by Mora, yes. So Mora will call timeout. They just were not getting the play call in the way they wanted. They'll call their first timeout of the half. And that'll give us a chance again to look at that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard where the Vikings lead on homecoming night over the Mustangs 13-8. And we're closing in on halftime here. A pretty quick first half between these two teams. Only 7:41 right now. Quick moving first half. Beautiful night for football here in North Branch. Kickoff was sitting at about 70 degrees. It was absolutely gorgeous as that sun has gone down. It's cooled off only a couple degrees, sitting at 68 now. So again, just a perfect night for football. Those clouds rolled in. I thought we might get some rain, but according to the radar, it's supposed to hold off till at least around 11:30. But again, Mora trails by 5, 13-8, just under 2.5 to go here in the first half. A key 4th down for both of these teams right here. 13-8, North Branch with the lead. Mustangs will, no, we got an issue with the play clock here. There we go, they got it back up. There we go, 4th down and 3. Mustangs looking to convert. They'll give it off the left side here to Brock Folkma. He's got the first down and then some up to the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and Brock Folkma picks up the Mustang first down. So Mustangs convert on that 4th down and 3, and now they'll go hurry up here with 2:10 to go. Nathan Nelson, he'll keep it himself. Nice fake, but then is drilled. And he won't pick up much, maybe 2. They're in between 2 and 3. We'll give him 3. Nathan Nelson with the gain of 3 that time. It'll be 2nd down and 7 for the Mustangs in that Roddy Motors red zone. Roddy Motors in Mora. SUVs, pickup sedans, maybe even a camper. Talk to Joe at Roddy Motors in Mora and see what he's got on the lot now. Roddy Motors in Mora, RODDYmotors.com. Nathan Nelson will toss out wide to the left here to Folkma. Folkma trying to break through 2 tackles at once. He gets up near the 5, maybe dipped inside the 5 to the 4. He did. And that's a good pickup there for Folkma. And it's a first down and goal now for Mora at the 4. First and goal at the North Branch 4-yard line. 1:10 to go here in this first half. This is shaping up to go just how Mora had wanted it to go, but they still got to get into the end zone here. Precious time being taken off the clock. Just exactly what they want to do. You don't want to leave too much time for North Branch. Nathan Nelson takes the snap, gives it off. I believe that's Folkma off the left side. He's going to be wrapped up after a short gain to about the 2. Gain of 2 there.
Gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Game clock at 40 seconds. Second down and goal from the 2. Nathan Nelson looks to the sideline, hearing what Coach Erickson has to say. Now he'll take the snap, and he'll give it off the right side. And that would have been a big boy that time. They look to go with the big man, Brock Peterson, wearing number 73. So 13-8, the North Branch Vikings call the timeout this time. They'll be left with 2 with 28 seconds to go here in this first half on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. They'll do all the insurance heavy lifting for you, and if you don't have insurance, ask about financing options. They'll find a plan to fit your budget at embraceamn.com. Of course, we're inside this Roddy Motors Red Zone. Thanks to Roddy Motors in Mora for sponsoring the Red Zone here for all the football games this season. Mora still has a second down and goal from about the 2. And they're trying to get into the end zone before that game clock reaches 0. And that would be huge because they would go up at least 14-13 going into half. And that, I mean, momentum, that would just shift completely the other way if Mora is able to do that. They get to the line. Toss out to the left, and that is swallowed up quickly. North Branch, they sniffed that one out in a hurry. Right back to the line of scrimmage. No gain there for Folkema, and it's third down and goal. Mustangs might need to call a timeout here. 10 seconds to go, and there it is. Yeah, they needed that one. They probably should have called it a few. Oh, North Branch is going to call the timeout. Thought Mora maybe should have called the timeout, but instead it is going to be North Branch who takes the timeout. They'll be left with 1. And that clock was quickly fading away. And I don't know if you would have gotten another playoff had you not called that timeout. I thought that one should have been called probably at the end of that play. Conserve just a little bit of clock. That way you're able to get another playoff on 4th down if you're not able to convert on this 3rd down. But give credit to North Branch right now. They're doing a great job of making a goal line stand so far. They've got 2 more plays to go. Mora trying to punch it in, take a 14-13 lead before half. North Branch trying to hold and go into halftime with the lead. Both teams back out onto the field. 3rd and goal from the 2. Mora will have to call a timeout right after this play is over to try and preserve time on the 4th down. Instead, Nathan Nelson takes it in. I believe that's a touchdown, Mustangs. Nathan Nelson will sneak it in from 2 yards out. And Nathan Nelson will give the Mustangs the lead back 14-13. Just a quick sneak there. Mora knew exactly what they wanted to do out of the timeout. They didn't even huddle. They went up to the line quickly off the timeout, snapped it, quickly got in, and now have a 14-13 lead with 4 seconds left. Now, it's not impossible for the Vikings to go and score in 4 seconds, but if they do get any chance of a return, you can bet that Mora will do their jobs and stay in their lanes to try and prevent a long return. Nathan Nelson under center. They'll go for 2. He fakes it one way, gives it up to... No, he's going to keep it himself. Oh, he's going to be taken down. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Brock Folkema did get into the end zone, but he did not have the ball. 14-13 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. The Mustangs lead over the North Branch Vikings with 4 seconds to go here in the first half. And the Mora Mustangs did exactly what they wanted to on that drive. They took all the time that was left, about 8 minutes left. They went downfield, scored on a 3rd down and goal. A sneak from Nathan Nelson, got him in. And now they lead 14-13 going into the half. We're still not at halftime. We got 4 seconds to go. So this kick return going to be big. I wonder if we won't see a lateral too here from North Branch, just trying to do something. But I would also not be surprised if they tried to take it in, get it knelt down, and just take it into halftime. We'll have to wait and see. Going up, even if it's by 1 at half, before the half, for Mora is going to be, I think, huge momentum-wise. And again, doing that against a defense like North Branch, that's so demoralizing because you're trying to hold on to the lead for your offense and just trying to go into halftime. But Mora does a good job getting down the field, not in too much of a hurry, but just enough to where they use up the clock, but not all of it. There's 4 seconds to go before half. Mustangs lead on that scoreboard. Embrace Orthodontic scoreboard, 14-13. Mustangs will get set to kick it away. It's Lars Brockmuller getting set for the boot. And it looks like we'll get a tee out there. A different one. So Lars Brockmuller getting set for the kick. And here's the boot. It'll be a roller. It'll bounce once into the arms of a North Branch Viking. There will still be time on the clock. 3 seconds left, and we'll see what North Branch does. Will they kneel it? Will they try and go run one play? We'll have to wait and see. 3 seconds to go on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Mustangs lead 14-13. Sam Robillard will get the call from his offensive coordinator, bring it out to the huddle, and we'll see what they decide to do. Robillard has to get the call again, and now we're getting whistles, and I believe a timeout called here by Mora. Yes. So the Mustangs will use their second timeout. They'll be left with one. 14-13. Mustangs with the lead. A timeout called here by the Mustangs. They'll look to prevent North Branch from getting any kind of funky play to go deep. And North Branch back out onto the field. Mora still going to take their time with this timeout. They've got time left. I think it's a minute for timeout, so they've still got time left in the timeout. Again, just trying to prevent any kind of gimmicky play from going long and giving North Branch any chance at a shot at the end zone. You talk about a momentum shifter. A touchdown from this far out by North Branch with 3 seconds left would just be demoralizing if you're the Mustangs. So they're looking to prevent that here. Robillard under center with this Vikings offense. He'll take the snap, and he'll just give it up the middle. But Carter Drill has some room to run. Carter Drill, he will be taken down inside the 35 at the 31. So a decent run there of 25 for Carter Drill, but Mora does a good job of taking him down before he's able to get anything more. And we'll go to halftime with the North Branch Vikings trailing the Mora Mustangs here on homecoming night, 14-13 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Embrace Orthodontics, the team at Embrace, believes the results of a remarkable orthodontic experience should last a lifetime. They'll keep your smile transformation where it needs to be with a lifelong retention program. That's EmbraceMN.com. So halftime here in North Branch, the Mustangs lead the Vikings here at halftime, 14-13. We'll get a word from our fine sponsors, then we'll come back, recap this first half. You're listening to high school football here on Nice 95.5 FM KBEK.
Are you interested in a technical degree that can quickly help you land your dream career? Or maybe you've always dreamed of going to a 4-year college, but you'd like to start close to home. Either way, Pine Technical and Community College has you covered. PTCC offers more than 50 degrees in hot fields like healthcare information technology, advanced manufacturing, and business. PTCC is now accepting applications. Financial aid may be available online at pine.edu. Starting out or starting over, find your future at Pine Technical and Community College.
Want to make some extra money this holiday season? Then join Burnett Dairy Cooperative's Cheese Store Holiday Crew. They're looking for temporary employees to assist with gift box orders from October 1st through January 6th. This position is scheduled Sunday through Thursday from 12 to 8 p.m. with an hourly rate of $14 per hour and an end-of-the-season retention bonus. Call 715-689-2170 or apply online at burnettdairy.com and click on Careers.
Kettle River Pizza loves supporting all the local teams. And if your team is interested in fundraising, well, they've got you covered. Kettle River Pizza has years of experience in fundraising for local teams, organizations, and clubs, and they would like to help you too. With their experience and the fact that Kettle River Pizza is an easy sell, your fundraiser is bound to be a great success. Visit Kettle River Pizza online and click on their fundraising tab. Kettle River Pizza, a winner every time. Grab a few at your local convenience or grocery store for after the game.
Aw, man. Hinckley Collision.
Hell no. My new car?
Hinckley Collision is the right decision. Fender benders, major accident damage, or hail damage. Hinckley Collision is the right decision. With 24/7 towing and fast, friendly, professional service, their collision department will get you back on the road in no time. With decades of experience dealing with insurance carriers, make the call today. 320-384-7002. 320-384-7002.
It's time for your local news on WCMP. I'm Eric Van Rainen.
And I'm Joe Keyport.
Municipalities in East Central Minnesota have approved their preliminary 2024 budgets and tax levies. The Mora City Council passed a levy that represents about a 22% increase from 2023's mark and a split 3-2 vote at Tuesday's meeting. A proposed city council wage increase was halved, and cuts for street department maintenance were reinstated in efforts to lower. Councilmember Kyle Shepard said a decade of keeping taxes as low as possible has hindered city projects.
For the last 10 years, the council, not we, the council has fought to keep the taxes as low as possible. But what they've done is they've drained the CIPs, they've drained the projects.
Councilmembers Sadie Brockmeyer and Jody Anderson were the dissenting votes. The Kanabec County Board adopted a preliminary budget of just over $35 million and a levy over $14 million on Tuesday, with the intent of working to lower the levy before December. Graham passed a preliminary levy increase of 8.52% at a special meeting on Tuesday. The city eliminated 2 positions and reduced the hours of the deputy clerk to get to that figure.
On September 19th, the Pine County Board of Commissioners adopted its 2024 budget and levy. Board Chair Steve Holland noted that there were significant factors for the budget not finalized.
I've always subscribed to the theory that we do our best work early, because historically what we set in September generally is what we end up with in December. I would say this year would be my exception to my rule.
The county is currently in labor negotiations for employee wages. According to Administrator Dave Minke, as of Tuesday mornings, the unions had not settled for a 5% increase. The county is also budgeting for a 10% increase in health insurance. Commissioner Matt Ludwig motioned to set a 4% increase for the preliminary tax levy. It was seconded by Commissioner Josh Moore. That would set the budget for $22,123,145. 4 area 4-H dog handlers will be taking part in the 4-H State Dog Show this weekend. Participants have worked with their dog for months to practice skills in obedience, showmanship, rally, and agility disciplines. Vivian Lottie, Isabel Olson, Lauren Johns, and Elena Schwartzbauer will be going from Pine County. They previously completed their local dog show and met criteria to move forward to the state show. The Minnesota 4-H Dog Show takes place September 23rd through the 24th at the Minnesota State Fairgrounds.
And finally, a former Mille Lacs County deputy and Mille Lacs Band tribal police chief was sentenced to 344 months, or more than 28 years, in prison after being convicted of first-degree sexual conduct. According to the criminal complaint, a woman reported being sexually assaulted by Garrison resident Russell Banky from about 2009 to 2015, beginning when she was about 6 or 7 years old. Banky was convicted in June after being charged in early 2022. Banky, who was 75, was a Mille Lacs County deputy from 1976 to 1985. He served as police chief for the Mille Lacs Band from 1987 to 1996. Most recently, he was a part-time court security officer in Mille Lacs County from 2016 to 2021. Banky was credited with 86 days already served in prison. This has been your local news for Friday, September 22nd.
There has never been a better time to sell your home. Get a fast cash offer today and have your money in as little as 7 days. Any house, any condition. They will make you an offer the same day and pay you in as little as 7 days. City lots, lake lots, land, does not matter. They want to buy it. If you are ready to sell your home, let Haley Newman with Keller Williams Premier Realty give you a fast cash offer or help get you into the home of your dreams today. Contact her at 320-469-6868.
Back here on Nice 95.5 FM KBEK, the Mora Mustangs lead over the North Branch Vikings at halftime. 14-13. It is the North Branch Vikings homecoming night. It's been pretty cool to see. They've got fireworks here this evening. They played them during the entrance of the Vikings team to the field. They shot them off after the what was it? The national anthem. There we go. And at touchdowns, they shoot them off. They also have the fire trucks and ambulances over on the northeast side of the outside of the field, in that parking lot over by the baseball field, where they've got their lights flashing for any touchdown. So it's been pretty cool to see. A great production here by North Branch at this homecoming game. And why not? Why not go all out for the homecoming game? I do much enjoy going all out for homecoming matchups. Fireworks, I love it. I absolutely love it. But we're here to talk about what happened there in that first half. After the first two drives, it looked like we were bound for a shootout. Mora had a good return on their initial kickoff. They took, about 6 plays to go downfield? It took 43 yards, I think, or 53 yards, I think. Brock Folkma ran it in from 5 yards out. For the first touchdown, then the Mustangs led 8-0. Well, then, only a few plays later, it was Jacob Robillard from 53 yards out for the North Branch Vikings to tie it up at 8 apiece. Well, then, Mora on their next drive looked to be another good drive, but penalties set them back, and all of a sudden, that momentum kind of got drained. And here's some fireworks for you of their homecoming court. They just lit them off. But North Branch penalties set them back on their second drive, and all of a sudden, they couldn't really do anything. Then they had to punt it away due to penalties. North Branch would get it back, and they would score from 30 yards out from Carter Drill to make it 13-8. They missed the extra point. Then, on the next drive, Mora went down the field, and they took it and drove the length of the field. Took over 8 minutes off the clock here to end the half. They left 4 seconds on the clock after a QB sneak from Nathan Nelson got him in from 2 yards out. They would convert the two, or would not convert the two, rather. And that's how it is a 14-13 lead. Both teams had 3 possessions. 4 penalties for Mora there in that first half, 2 for North Branch. North Branch had 15 carries, 180 yards. Leading the way for them was Jacob Robillard, 5 carries, 84. Behind him was Carter Drill, 7 for 78. The Mustangs had 24 carries, 112 yards. Leading the way was Brock Folkma, 11 for 35. Behind him was Maverick Sutherland, 7 for 39 on the evening. So a nice outing here for both teams in this first half. I can't wait for the second half of action. It is going to be so much fun. We're going to see a lot of back and forth action between these two teams. I think it might come down to who has the ball last, really, because right now these teams are kind of scoring at will. So I think it might come down to whoever has the ball last might just take the victory here this evening, because the power T formations, when you run those offenses, it is built on going down the field slowly and just taking a lot of time. So whoever has the ball last here in this game might just get the victory. We're at halftime. The Mustangs lead over the North Branch Vikings 14-13 on North Branch's homecoming night. And it is a beautiful night for football, sitting at about 68 degrees. Got a light breeze coming out of the east into the west. And up here on the Crow's Nest, appreciate North Branch allowing us to be here and broadcast this game. It is such a fun atmosphere. Mora leads at halftime, though, 14-13 over the Vikings. So we'll take another commercial break. When we come back, we'll talk about what both teams need to do to get the victory here tonight. You're listening to Football on Nice 95.5 FM KBEK.
Joe and the gang at Roddy Motors say, "Go Mustangs!" Well, of course, he's got 2 boys on the varsity squad. He's born and raised in Mustang country, voted Reader's Choice Best Dealer in Kanabec County 2 years in a row. That's what you call a repeat champ. And he offers vehicles of all makes and models, can get you financed on site, and put you in your new vehicle before the Mustangs take on next week's opponent. When you need a quality new vehicle, make your way to Roddy Motors in Mora, or visit roddymotors.com.
Embrace Orthodontics offers a unique specialized approach to orthodontic treatment with custom braces or Invisalign. The team at Embrace loves getting to know their patients personally and takes the time to make sure all your questions are answered. Their board-certified orthodontists use only the latest in modern technology to give you the best outcome possible. They work with your insurance company and offer flexible financing options to fit your budget. Call today to set up your free exam and see how Embrace Orthodontics can transform your smile. More online at embracemn.com. That's embracemn.com.
Wellia Health is here to keep you feeling your best so you can enjoy all the things you love best. You can count on us for your eye exams, mental health services, rehabilitation, wellness exams, urgent care, and much more. At Wellia Health, our goal is to help you live life well. Let Wellia Health help you get back to your best. Give us a call today to set up an appointment. 320-679-1313. WelliaHealth.org.
Are you looking for a position where your role impacts the community around you? Then look no further than Burnett Dairy Cooperative in Grantsburg, Wisconsin. Owned by the farmers in your community, Burnett Dairy offers numerous career options with various responsibilities and growth opportunities. Positions such as CDL drivers, who work closely with our farmers, cheese production, creating award-winning cheeses, and retail store clerks making someone's day better. Visit BurnettDairy.com and click on Careers to join our herd.
Your journey to smile with your forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners with locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics, a smile you will embrace forever.
Hey, you looking for a reliable propane supplier? Look no further than Burnett Dairy Propane. Proud to serve you, providing top-notch propane services all year round, offering convenient delivery options and flexible payment plans that suit your schedule and budget. Trust the experts in the field, Burnett Dairy Propane. Call them today at 715-689-1032 or visit them online at burnettdairy.com. Burnett Dairy Propane, your dependable propane partner.
Kettle River Pizza is a proud supporter of sports teams and community organizations. Local groups and teams across the state have had amazing success with Kettle River Pizza fundraising. From sausage and pepperoni to chicken Alfredo or the hot Hawaiian, the cheesy deliciousness practically sells itself. Visit KettleRiverPizza.com to schedule your next fundraiser. It's so easy to get started. Got a pizza craving now? Pick up a Kettle River Pizza at your local grocery store or convenience store today.
Today's WCMP deal of the day is Lumberjack Saloon and Pizzeria in Milltown, Wisconsin. Get a $10 gift certificate for just $5. Great tasting food at a great price. Find this and other great deals at WCMPradio.com/deal.
Hinkley Towing.
Hi, I'm on the side of the highway with a flat. Can you help me?
On the way.
Hinkley Towing?
Yep. How can we help?
We just had an accident and don't know where to bring the vehicle.
No sweat. We'll come out now and bring you back to our collision center.
Hinkley Towing. Experienced drivers, state-of-the-art trucks, and 24/7 service. For Hinkley Towing, call 320-385-4049 anytime. Hinkley Towing. 320-385-4049 anytime.
Are you interested in a technical degree that can quickly help you land your dream career? Or maybe you've always dreamed of going to a four-year college, but you'd like to start close to home. Either way, Pine Technical and Community College has you covered. PTCC offers more than 50 degrees in hot fields like healthcare information technology, advanced manufacturing, and business. PTCC is now accepting applications. Financial aid may be available online at pine.edu. Starting out or starting over, find your future at Pine Technical and Community College.
Want to make some extra money this holiday season? Then join Burnett Dairy Cooperative's Cheese Store Holiday Crew. They're looking for temporary employees to assist with gift box orders from October 1st through January 6th. This position is scheduled Sunday through Thursday from 12 to 8 p.m. with an hourly rate of $14 per hour and an end-of-the-season retention bonus. Call 715-689-2170 or apply online at burnettdairy.com and click on Careers.
Back here on 95.5 FM, KBEK. Mustangs leading at halftime 14-13 over the North Branch Vikings. Looking at the keys to the second half here. Offensively, I don't think either team needs to really do anything different. Both teams having their success doing exactly what they want their offenses to do, so I don't think offensively you really need to change anything. For these two teams, they, again, been able to run the ball. We've seen Mora, first play of the game. They went for a pass, and they completed it to Brock Folkema, who went over 30 yards and then into North Branch territory. And just a few plays later, they were able to punch it into the end zone with Brock Folkema and take that early 8-0 lead. But then it was another quick drive from the North Branch Vikings, who went down in a 53-yard chomp from Jacob Robillard, the quarterback, who put the Vikings back in it, and then they were down by 8-7. As they went for the PAT. So again, offensively, I don't think either team really needs to change anything defensively. For North Branch, just continue to crowd the line of scrimmage. You're going to have to do, I think, a better job of just getting some push up front right now. Mora is kind of controlling the line of scrimmage offensively. They're getting that initial push, and Mora's getting about 5 yards a carry here this evening, and that is exactly what they are hoping to do. But if you're North Branch, you're going to have to crowd that line of scrimmage, get a little bit of better push from the defense, maybe ask those linebackers to step up and make some plays at the second level and come fill those holes. They're going to have to do a better job of reading where the holes are at and coming and filling those holes. Same thing for Mora, really. It's kind of the same, but except you're going to have to watch those fakes. North Branch does a absolutely fantastic job, maybe some of the best carried out fakes we have seen this year. North Branch just does a great job of carrying out their fakes, and Robillard, a lot of times, you don't even know he has the ball because he'll fake it, hold it on his outside hip so you can't see it. Then at the very last second, he moves it into those 5 points of contact, and then by that time, he's gone. So Moore's going to have to do a little bit better job of realizing the fake, noticing the fake, and they might just have to put a man up on the quarterback, say, okay, you guys go and crash. I'm going to have my corner sit outside and try and protect from Robillard getting outside and doing too much damage. When he's carried the ball, I mean, it has been good. It's about 5 yards a carry right now. Of course, he leads the North Branch Vikings 5 for 84, so a big evening here for him, averaging over 15 yards a carry. So a great night for Robillard after that 53-yard chunk. So for both of these teams, that's kind of what we're looking at to work on. My kind of ideas for keys to the game here this evening. Going into the second half, it's going to be our second half Kettle River Pizza kickoff. Here to begin the second half Kettle River Pizza kickoff. If your team's looking for an easy way to raise funds for your organization, visit KettleRiverPizza.com, the easiest and cheesiest way to fundraise. Pepperoni and sausage, chicken Alfredo, or the hot Hawaiian. Get a handful of delicious Kettle River pizzas at your local grocery store tonight. Kettle River pizzas are handcrafted right there in Ascove. 12 minutes are back up on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Embrace Orthodontics custom light force braces or Invisalign clear liners with 3 locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge. EmbraceMN.com. They've got a brand new location going up over there in Cambridge, and they'll soon have that up and ready to go. EmbraceOrthodontics.com. Lars Brockmuller getting set to kick it away for the Mustangs. The good news for the Vikings, after allowing Mora to score to end the half, is they do get the ball back, so that is a big thing for them. Brockmuller with the boot, and it'll bounce at the 25, roll to the 20. That's where the kick returner will take it. We've got a flag down, and no matter the return where it finishes, this will be coming back. He gets it up to about the 28-yard line, but the flag should push this one backwards. Usually when it comes in behind like that, it's usually on the team returning the ball. But we'll wait and see. We're just presuming at this point. It's a block in the back penalty on North Branch, and that'll back them up from the end of the return, apparently. So it backs them up inside the 20 to the 17-yard line, and that's where the Vikings will take over on offense for their first drive of the second half. 11:51 to go here in the third quarter. Vikings take over with the ball on their own 17-yard line. Robillard under center, takes a snap. He'll give it up the middle, gets it to about the 20, a gain of 3 there for Carter Drill. It'll be second down and 7 at the 20-yard line. Well, they might spot at the 20 and a half. So second down and 7 now for the Vikings after that Carter Drill carry of 3. 11 and a half to go now as Vikings get to the line of scrimmage. Robillard under center power T formation. Takes the snap. And he'll give it off the left side of the line. And that time the ball carrier was Nolan Volner. And Volner will fall forward to about the 27. It's a gain of, looks like they'll spot it at the 28. So a gain of 8. And it's a first down for the Vikings on the carry from Volner. New set of downs, and the Vikings get back to the line of scrimmage. Robillard will keep it himself on the fake. Good job by the Mora Mustangs defense to set up the edge outside, but that is just pure speed by Robillard. He breaks off of one tackle, gets up the sideline before he's pushed out of bounds. Oh, they're going to spot him way back at the 45. So gain of 17 there from Jacob Robillard. He's now up over that 100-yard mark. 101 yards on the evening. Ball spotted at the 45. Brand new set of downs here for the Vikings. And again, this offense doing exactly what it wants with no trouble right now. Kind of how that first half went. And the Mustangs just need a big stop if they want to try and turn momentum. Robillard. And he'll give it up the middle this time. The ball carrier. And he loses it! The ball's on the ground. That was Volner who had the carry. And luckily one of his old linemen came behind him and recovered the ball, but that was nearly disaster. Volner up to the 41. It's a good carry, but nice job by the Mustangs to strip that ball out. Held him up and stripped it out, but North Branch does fall on top of it. So North Branch Vikings have it in Mora territory. This time they give, I believe that's 22, I see. And the carrier that time is Tyler Mink. Or 42? Oh, boy, I don't know. Gain of 13. Oh, a little bit of movement early, but they didn't catch it. Mink on the carry again. Carrying defenders inside the red zone to the 12. Another first down here for the Vikings off of the Tyler Mink carry. And they're now in the Roddy Motors red zone lining up. Roddy Motors red zone. And they'll give it off to Mink once again. He'll fall forward inside the 10 to the 8. It's a gain of 4. And they're inside the Roddy Motors red zone. Roddy Motors in Mora. Joe Rademacher of Roddy Motors is a United States Marine. So if you're a veteran looking for a new vehicle, go talk to a fellow vet who will get you squared away. Roddy Motors can help you get into your next vehicle. They can even get you financed. Visit roddymotors.com today. So another 4-yard gain. They'll give it up to Drill. Drill breaking through tackles, reaching over the goal line for the touchdown for the North Branch Vikings. Carter Drill from 8 yards out scores the touchdown and makes it 19-14 in favor of the North Branch Vikings. 19-14. Took about just under 3 minutes off the clock on that drive from the Vikings. They take a 19-14 lead over the Mustangs on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Roblar's going to hold on to it, and that is 2 points. Oh, and that is a crackback block. It's going to take the touchdown away. You can't come back and hit a defender like that. That's a flag every single time, and that player has got to realize that, and that is a penalty on the Vikings. You cannot come back on the play like that and hit a defender. That's a flag every single time. I do believe that should take away the touchdown since it happened, or the 2 points since it happened right as he crossed the goal line, but we'll wait and see. That's what they're discussing right now. Will it be pushing them back on the 2-point conversion, or will it be on the kickoff? We'll have to wait and see. That's what they're discussing right now, but that's a penalty nonetheless on North Branch. So we'll hear if it will push them back on the 2-point conversion or if it will be on the kickoff. Either way, not a smart penalty there. They will push it back on the try, so it happened before he got into the end zone. Yeah, not a good play there by the starting tight end, Jacob Teagan. I understand trying to make a block for your quarterback, but you cannot come back on the play like that. It's illegal at all levels, college, pro, high school. So they will do it again. Push them back 15 yards for the 2-point conversion try. So instead of the 2-point conversion, they will go instead for the extra point attempt. Spot down, kick is up, and it is good! Brody Beaver with the extra point kick. And he puts it through the uprights to make it 20-14. It's back to a 6-point lead now for the North Branch Vikings on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Embrace Orthodontics, their doctors are committed to providing world-class orthodontic care in a friendly and comfortable atmosphere. Start today at embracemn.com. So an 8-yard touchdown run there from Carter Drill. Gives the Vikings a 20-14 lead over the Mora Mustangs. Here with just over 9 minutes to go in the third quarter. Mustangs will have their chance on offense coming up here very shortly. They'll look for another good return so far tonight. It's been decent on the return. That first kick return is what they're looking to emulate after they got it past the 45, and then one play later, as I continue to mention, they were in the North Branch red zone. They would love to do that here and quickly get back into the lead, but these two teams quickly moving the ball down the field. They aren't taking a bunch of time off the clock, and again, looks more like a shootout. But like I said at half, I think it might come down to whoever has the ball last if these two teams continue to score. So now here is the kickoff from Brody Beaver, and there's the boot. That'll be taken in at the 30, past the 35, breaks a tackle, and then is taken down at around the 40-yard line. So the Mustangs will take over on their own 40, and it looks like an injured player maybe? Yeah, it looks like we have an injured player on the field. It looks like it's going to be a member of the Mustangs. So we'll hope that he's all right. They'll make some space for him. He's moving around, so that's good news. He takes his own helmet off. So we'll take a commercial break, and we'll come back, and hopefully he's okay and it's just a stinger. You're listening to Football on KBK.
Kettle River Pizza loves supporting all the local teams. And if your team is interested in fundraising, well, they've got you covered. Kettle River Pizza has years of experience in fundraising for local teams, organizations, and clubs, and they would like to help you too. With their experience and the fact that Kettle River Pizza is an easy sell, Your fundraiser is bound to be a great success. Visit Kettle River Pizza online and click on their fundraising tab. Kettle River Pizza, a winner every time. Grab a few at your local convenience or grocery store for after the game.
Aw, man. Hinckley Collision.
Hell no. My new car?
Hinckley Collision is the right decision. Fender benders, major accident damage, or hail damage. Hinckley Collision is the right decision. With 24/7 towing and fast, friendly, professional service, their collision department will get you back on the road in no time. With decades of experience dealing with insurance carriers, make the call today. 320-384-7002. 320-384-7002.
It's Justin Norby, the injured Mustang. He's able to get up. He's getting some assistance back to the Mora sideline. So Norby, the injured Mustang, on that kick return. The senior tight end and outside linebacker there for Mora. Again, we had an interview with him for this pregame, and unfortunate to see him injured. He'll be assisted to the sideline. Hopefully it's more or less of a stinger and he's able to work himself back out here. But we'll have to wait and see. So now after the injury, the Mustangs will take over on their own 40-yard line. They trail 20-14 with 9:06 to go here in quarter number 3. Mustangs quickly up to the line. Nathan Nelson under center. Nelson takes the snap, gives it off the left side of the line to Brock Folkema. Nothing doing that time for Folkema. Maybe picks up a yard, but that is it. Folkema led the Mustangs 11 for 55 in that first half. Only a gain of 1 here to begin the second half. Shorsbauer will come off the field, and in for him is Holton Fredrickson. And nope, now Will Anderson will come out and Schwarzbauer will check back in. So a couple of substitutions, and Mustangs will get back to the line of scrimmage quickly. Nathan Nelson takes the snap, and he'll hold on to it. He's looking to pass. He's got a man open, but overthrew him. That's Brock Folkema near the 50, almost, but just overthrew him a little bit. And if he hits him, I mean, give Nathan Nelson credit. He had to lob that one over the defender and into the breadbasket. That's a tough play, but he was able to do that, but just a little too far ahead of the intended receiver, Brock Folkema, and it's incomplete. 3rd down and 9. Nathan Nelson takes the snap. He'll give it off the left side to Brock Folkema. Folkema drives forward, carries a defender inside the 45 to the 47. It'll be a gain of 6, but it'll bring up 4th down and about 3. Fourth and 3 at the 47-yard line. Mora has a decision to make. Will they play field position or will they decide to go for it? Both teams averaging over 5 yards per carry so far. It'll be interesting to see if Mustangs do decide to go for it or play field position. And you might be saying, well, play field position. Well, why would you do that? Well, if you punt it, you get them probably inside their own 20, but Mora will go for it. Nathan Nelson, the quick give to Sutherland, but whistles blow, and it's going to be a Mustang timeout. So Mora with the timeout here. They'll be left with 2 throughout the entire second half. They trail 20-14 on that Embrace Orthodontic scoreboard with 7:25 to go here in the third quarter. We'll try to look to get an update from that Barnum game for everybody so we can see what's going on as Bram tries to hold on to their number 1 seed in Class Single A. Right now it's the third quarter. Bram holds a slight 20-14 lead over Barnum. Looks like Bram has the ball. Their quarterback will roll out to the left, get it to the receiver. He breaks off of 1, falls forward inside the 20. So Bram leads 20-14 over there on 106.5 FM AM 1350. They're in the third quarter, and Bram has a 20-14 lead. I was wondering where I've seen that number 4. Right here in this game, Vikings hold a 20-14 lead over Mora. Homecoming students for North Branch trying to get into it. Mustangs trying to concentrate, get the 3 yards they need here on this fourth. Nathan Nelson coming to the line. Power T formation. Nelson under center, takes the handoff, gives it off to Sutherland. Sutherland has a first down and then some. Maverick Sutherland with the tough run up to the 48. It's a gain of 5 for Maverick Sutherland. And that is who you want to trust on fourth down and short like that. Maverick Sutherland, the punishing runner, picks up 5 and gets the first. A big run there for the Mustangs to convert that fourth down. It's not the first time they converted a fourth down here in this game, but probably one of the bigger ones of the game so far. They trail by 6, 20-14, under 7 minutes to go. To the line again, Nelson under center. He takes the snap. They've got, oh my goodness, just absolutely nowhere to go for Nelson as he holds it on himself. He'll carry it up. Actually, he'll get a couple to the 41. Or excuse me, the 46. Gain of 2 there for Nathan Nelson. Good job. I mean, there was nowhere to go. The Vikings absolutely punished that old line of the Mustangs. They got through. They got the linebackers off the edge to get through as well. I mean, there was just nowhere for Nelson to go, and he was lucky to pick up the 2 that he did. Great job there by the Vikings. So far, we haven't seen a quarterback sweep call like we have with the Vikings. I wonder if the Mustangs won't maybe pull that out. Instead, they'll give it off to Folkman. He is right up back near the original line of scrimmage, and he's holding his ankle a little bit. He's up, though. They will spot him at the 49. It's a loss of 3. Third down and long here for the Mustangs, and all of a sudden that offensive line for Mora not getting as much push as they were in the first half. The Vikings have made some good adjustments here and are getting through that O-line and doing a good job of making it tough in the backfield for Mora to do anything. And it's tough here because, I mean, they're just sending everyone off of one edge. It'll be a toss out to the left here for Sutherland. Sutherland trying to find a lane. He does, cuts it upfield, and then he'll be wrapped up and taken down past the 45. Whoa, they'll spot him at the 45. Ooh. I don't know about that. I mean, he was up, I thought, to the 43. Gain of 4 there for Sutherland. And it will be 4th and 7. So a big fourth down again here for Mora. Under 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. They'll line up a receiver out wide to the left. Nathan Nelson, wait for him to get set. He's under center, takes the snap, and he'll roll out to that side. He's under pressure, and he slipped, and he's down. I think he was down. Nope, they're going to say it was a fumble. It wouldn't have mattered anyway. It would have been a turnover on downs. Are they going to? Well, that really wouldn't have mattered, fumble or not. It's a turnover, and the Vikings have it. Now in Mora territory at the Mustangs. See where they spot it. 47, it looks like. Yep. Nope. Yes. 47 is where the North Branch Vikings will take over with the ball on offense. 4:40 to go here in this third quarter. North Branch leads 20-14. And all of a sudden, the momentum has switched sides here, and North Branch carrying it now. As Sam Robillard and company will line up under center. The tough thing for Mora right now is they can't just send everybody off the edge. They got to watch out for the quarterback sweep. Now they'll give it off to Vollner, and he's gone. Nolan Vollner from 47 yards. He is gone. Nolan Vollner with the Viking touchdown from 47 yards away to make it a 26-14 lead in favor of the Vikings. 26-14. Nolan Vollner with the 47-yard rushing touchdown. He shook a couple tackles, took it off the left side, and then absolutely torched the defense with his speed and puts it in for 6 to make it a 26-14 lead. So one play after the turnover, the Vikings are into the end zone and make it a 12-point lead. Looks like the Vikings will line up to go for the PAT. It's Brody Beaver getting set to attempt point after. Snap, spot down, kick is up, and it is no good. That one was wide left and a little bit low. So no good on the PAT, and the North Branch Vikings still lead 26-14 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Your customized smile journey starts with a free consultation. The team at Embrace Orthodontics wants to make your journey as seamless and convenient as possible with custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners. Find out more at EmbraceMN.com. Of course, that turnover brought to you by Haley Newman of Keller Williams Realty. That turnover and touchdown on that turnover brought to you by Haley Newman with Keller Williams Realty. Haley Newman, turning over the key to your new home. Of course, if you're looking to buy or sell a property, you can contact Haley Newman of Keller Williams at 320-469-6868. And even if you want to know the value of your property, you can contact Haley Newman at HNEWMAN@KW.com. So again, that touchdown set up by the Haley Newman of Keller Williams Realty. Turnover. Thanks to Haley Newman of Keller Williams Realty for sponsoring the turnover. And that's how North Branch has a 12-point lead. And now the Mustangs have some work to do. Still plenty of time here. 16 and a half minutes to go in the game. Mora trails by 12. But they are going to need some, I think, a few chunk plays, and they're going to have to protect up front. North Branch has found a way through. Brody Beaver will line up on the other hash. This looks a little bit interesting for North Branch. They're usually set up on that far hash. They will just kick it away. This will be a deep kick, and they're going to let that one go out of bounds, so the Mustangs will get good field position. That kick is out of bounds at the 17-yard line. So it'll be a flag here on North Branch. They're second of the second half already. 4 total on the game. That matches Mora's total on the evening. So with that, it'll be, the ball should move forward to the 35, I believe. Maybe at the 30? We'll wait and see. Not sure what it is in high school football. It's been a while. I believe it's the 35. Now they're giving the word to Troy Erickson of where the ball will be placed after the free kick out of bounds. They'll have to place it, though, on the near hash. And it will be at the 35. So Mora will take over with the ball at their own 35 after the kickoff out of bounds. Puts the ball at the 35. And that's where this Mustang offense will get started. They need to get something going here. Momentum has quickly shifted sides, and the North Branch Vikings are getting pressure on that offensive line. And there it is again, pressure, but this time, nice job running through the lane. Quickly taken down at the 40, though. That time, I believe it was, let's see, Brock Folkema. Gain of about 5. This is the second possession of the third quarter for Mora. After that 5-yard carry to the 40, it's second down and 5. The only problem with North Branch bringing as much pressure as they are through this O-line, if Mora's able to burst through the pressure, they're gone. They almost were that time with Folkema, but they were luckily able to bring him down from behind. So if they do get this pressure and they're able to get by the pressure, I mean, Mora's gonna have open field to run to the end zone, and there's not going to be any chance for Mora or for North Branch to get him down. 1-yard gain there for Folkema. That's the only problem I see with this Vikings team bringing that much pressure. Is there's a chance that you bring almost all 11, but if they're able to make a couple defenders miss, there's no one on the backside of the play or behind the play, I should say in front of it, to make a stop. Nathan Nelson under center. He'll give it up the middle. I believe that's Mason Nelson on the carry. It is. He gets it up to the 46, and it's a first down for the Mustangs on a gain of 5 for Mason Nelson. Ball spotted at the 46-yard line. 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Mustangs trail by 12 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. It's the North Branch Vikings homecoming night. Mustangs will get the call in.
That was kind of a learning experience. This team likes to snap within like a second and a half. So you kind of have to start sooner.
Nathan will hand it off the left side, and ball carrier stood up near the 50. They might spot him right at the 49. They'll walk it back to the 48. To the 49. They will spot it at the 49. Gain of 3 there. Not sure who carried it. I think it was probably more than likely Sutherland or Folkema. Second down and 7 now for Mora. Ball just on their side of the 50 at the 49. Nelson under center. Bringing pressure off the opposite side. And he is taken down on the play. A sack. All the way back to the 42. It's a loss of 7. Joe with a sack on the loss of 7. And it will be third down and long. And that is why that pressure is so key, because with that pressure, there is really no time for Mora to do much of anything else besides run the ball, because the offensive line just can't handle all 11 coming at once. There's only 5 offensive linemen, and there's 11 defenders. Basically, all of them are blitzing off of one side, and there's really no chance for the linemen to get 2-3 guys at once. Third and long, they will fake it one way, give it up the middle, and nothing much doing on that play. It was Mason Nelson on the carry to the 44, gain of 2. And it's fourth down and long. Under a minute to go here in the third quarter. North Branch leads 26-14 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Mustangs will get set to punt it away. Back deep to receive for the Vikings is going to be Levante Fisher. They're going to fake the punt, and Mora is not going to get what they need. It's Mason Nelson, I believe, who got the carry. He picked it up to the 50. Only to gain 6 yards, and the Vikings will stop him. And that will give the ball back to the Vikings on the midfield logo. With 28 seconds to go here in the third quarter. And now if you're the Mustangs, you got to worry about a big play here right off the bat, because that's kind of been the Vikings, what they've been able to do here in the second half. One play, and all of a sudden, they're deep in more territory. 28 seconds, 26-14 is the score, and lead for North Branch. Give up the middle here to, no, I thought Drill had a great fake. Instead, Robillard will keep it, and he'll be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. Loss of about 5 there for Robillard. But again, that is how great these Vikings do at faking. And it looks like they'll wait for the end of the third. So the end of the third quarter has come. The Vikings lead on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard 26-14. Embrace Orthodontics will do all the insurance heavy lifting for you. If you don't have insurance, ask about financing options. They'll find a plan to fit your budget. The team at Embrace believes the results of a remarkable orthodontic experience should last a lifetime. They'll keep your smile transformation where it needs to be with a lifelong retention program. EmbraceMN.com. Fourth quarter is coming your way here in North Branch, where the Mustangs trail the Vikings 26-14. Back after a word from our fine sponsors here on KBEK.
There has never been a better time to sell your home. Get a fast cash offer today and have your money in as little as 7 days. Any house, any condition. They will make you an offer the same day and pay you in as little as 7 days. City lots, lake lots, land, does not matter. They want to buy it. If you are ready to sell your home, let Haley Newman with Keller Williams Premier Realty give you a fast cash offer or help get you into the home of your dreams today. Contact her at 320-469-6868.
Back here on Nice 95.5 FM KBEK. The Mustangs trail the North Branch Vikings 26-14. We'll switch sides of the field. Vikings will be going right to left on your radio dial. Mora left to right. Or if you're a directional person, North Branch will be moving north. Mora, when they have the ball, will be moving south. So out of the change of the quarter, it's second and long for the Vikings. Robillard will give it up the middle, and Carter Drill takes it just past the 50 to the, that's a good, generous spot for Drill to the 48. It's a gain of 7 there for Carter Drill. And that'll make it 3rd down and 8 to go. That was a good job there by Drill to reach forward, fall forward. I know coaches talk about that, falling forward. And, I mean, with him falling forward, he picks up 2 extra yards. Not so much of a generous spot as it is Drill just doing a good job falling forward on the play. 3rd down and 8 for the Vikings. Robillard under center, and a timeout's going to be called here by North Branch. So the North Branch will use their first timeout of the half. They'll be left with 2. Both teams each will have 2 timeouts left in the game. 11:15 on that Embrace Orthodontics left here in the 4th quarter. Embrace Orthodontics, custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear liners with 3 locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge. EmbraceMN.com. Oh, the Vikings lead here. The North Branch Vikings lead over Mora, 26-14. Of course, we've got many games on our airways here tonight, including the Twins over on 100.9 FM. They're tied with the Angels now, 3-3. It was 3-0. But leave it to the Twins to make it interesting. They are now tied at 3 apiece. Trying to take a look at that Bram-Barnum game. Bram leads 26-20. Looks like they will go for either PAT or field goal. It's up and good. So it is either 27-20 or 29-20. Wait for the scoreboard to change. They're in the 4th quarter as well. That's a back-and-forth matchup. And it looks like it was 27-20 now for Bram. So back here after the timeout, 3rd down and 8 for North Branch. North Branch will give it up the middle again to Carter Drill. He is stopped. Wow, he ran into an absolute wall at the 46-yard line, and he is pushed back. Only a gain of 2 there for Carter Drill. I mean, he is a bruiser himself, but my word, he ran into an absolute unit there by the Mustangs. About 3 Mustang players there stop him. I mean, he had momentum in his favor, and he ran into a brick wall that time. So it'll be 4th down and 6 for North Branch. Looks like Mora will be lining up as if Vikings will be punting it. Oh, a couple late substitutions here for the Vikings. 5-4-3, and they will line up in punt formation 2 and 1, and they do just, I think they're going to get a timeout. Yep. So head coach Justin Voss is going to call the timeout before they get close to even getting a delay of game penalty. They did, to be fair, they did get the snap off in time, but as a head coach, you'd rather see, a timeout off the board instead of a loss of 5 yards. So timeout called there again to save the delay of game penalty. It'll be 4th down and 6, 10:24 to go. Vikings will use this timeout to talk about what they want to do in the huddle. Now I wonder if you don't change things up here if you're the Vikings. Do you try and go for it? I mean, you have a 26-14 lead. Not much reason to go for it because your defense has just been stout here in the second half. I mean, not much doing here in the second half for the Mustangs. So you kind of want to trust your defense here in this situation. Play field position game. Make Mora drive the length of the field because that'll take a lot of time off the clock, especially with your defense playing as well as it has here in the second half. 10:24 to go after the timeout. Vikings will line up in punt formation. Again, there could always be a fake. They'll send a man in motion right to left, and they will punt it away. It's a high end-over-end punt. And he didn't call for a fair catch. That's Cole Schwarzbauer. And the ball came out, but he was down. He was down. That knee came, oh my goodness, the knee came down. That ball came out after the knee came down. We had a bird's eye view at that one. That ball, I think, was out after the knee. Ooh. I think that ball was out after the knee was down. We had a good view of it here. I mean, it was a bang play, but I think his knee was down. Either way, it's going to be a Haley Newman of Keller Williams Realty turnover. That'll put North Branch at the Mora 20. So a Haley Newman of Keller Williams Realty turnover, turning over the keys to your dream property. Of course, now we're in the Roddy Motors red zone as well. Roddy Motors and Mora voted best dealer in Kanabec County 2 years in a row. That's a repeat champion. They'll go for the touchdown right away, but it is caught and down at the 1. So Robillard with the pass there to Nolan Volner for 19 yards down to the 1. $19-yard reception for Volner. Oh, they're going to spot him back at the 3. So a 16-yard reception, or 17. So 17-yard pass and catch from Robillard to Volner. They try to strike on the first play, but they won't. They'll give it off here to Drew. No, looks like Robillard will keep it. He's into the end zone from 3 yards out, and a touchdown there for the Vikings. It's Jacob Robillard on the touchdown. That'll make it 32-14 Mustangs. 32-14 Mustangs trail here to the Vikings. The Vikings now lead on homecoming night 32-14 with 9:47 to go on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Embrace Orthodontics, their doctors are committed to providing world-class orthodontic care in a friendly and comfortable atmosphere. Start today at EmbraceMN.com. Brody Beaver will get set for the PAT. Snap, spot down, kick is up. And this time, it is good. 33-14 now. Vikings lead over the Mora Mustangs on homecoming night with 9:47 to go. Mustangs have a bunch of work to do. 2 plays, and they're in the end zone off the Haley Newman of Keller Williams Realty turnover, put them in the Roddy Motors red zone, and 2 plays later, the Vikings found themselves in the end zone. It was a 17-yard pass from Robillard to Volner that put them inside the 5, and then Robillard took it in himself from 3 yards out. So 33-14 is our score, 9:47 to go. Mustangs have a bunch of work to do here. They're trailing by 19. I know math. See, I told you, I never claimed to be a mathematician, folks. 19-point deficit here for the Mustangs, so it is a 3-possession game. And that's if they score the 2-point conversions on the first 2 possessions. So the Mustangs must score 2 touchdowns plus 2-point conversions and have to go down the field and score a touchdown again in order to take the lead. A big ask here for the Mustangs in the second half because this North Branch Vikings defense is feeling it, as is their offense. Beaver will get set to boot this one away. And here's the boot. It's going to be more of a squib, and Mustangs do fall on top of it at the 46. It was kind of a hybrid squib onside kick, but the Mustangs fall on top of it at the 40. Well, they're going to spot it at the 45. So they'll take over on their own 45-yard line. It's their 3rd possession. Now they'll look to get something going for their offense as they start with good field position here on this drive. But trail by 19, 33-14 is the deficit here for Mora. Nathan Nelson will hand it off here up the middle, and I believe that's Maverick Sutherland on the carry, no gain.
Sutherland on the carry. No gain on play.
Second down and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Mustangs in the huddle. Nathan Nelson gets the play call from his sideline. And he'll jog it into the huddle. 9 minutes to go here in the game. Mustangs trail by 19. Got a lot of work to do here to try and get back into this one. Nathan Nelson takes the snap. He'll fake it. He'll keep it himself on the QB. He tries to jump over a man, and then he's tripped up. But Nelson picks it up about 3 to the 48.
Brings up 3rd and 6. 3rd and 7.
Nathan Nelson, the gain of 3. It'll make it 3rd down and 7. 33-14 is the score. 3rd down and 7 now for the Mustangs. This is obviously 4-down territory, down by 19. Under 8.5 minutes to go on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. They'll leave you with a smile. You will embrace forever. You can find out more at embracemen.com. Nathan Nelson under center, takes the snap. He'll roll back. He looks, got nothing, and nearly sacked, and he'll be taken down. He will be sacked. Back behind the 45. They'll spot him at the 43. It'll be a loss. About 6 yards. 4th down and long now for the Mustangs with under 8 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter. They trail 33-14, and they will line up to punt it away. Looks like Nathan Nelson will get set to boot. And Nelson's punt is going to bounce at the 30 and roll. Take a Mora roll inside the 10, and that is a good punt there for the Mustangs. It'll wind up back at the 6-yard line, but we do got a flag down at the 46-yard line. And this could really hurt the Mustangs if it's on them, but if it's on North Branch, Mora will be more than happy to take it, but we'll have to wait and see. Referee's discussing now. 7:17 to go on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. A penalty is on the field on the punt. The ball is spotted at the 6 right now of North Branch. With the penalty, it could back them up even more, but it could move it forward as well if it's on Mora. Mora has 4 penalties, as does North Branch. Long discussion here between the referees. Now we'll get the call. It's a block in the back on Mora. No, I think they called it wrong. I think it's on North Branch. So they said the kicking team. I think they meant to say it's on the receiving team because now the ball is spotted at the 3. So it's on North Branch. It's a block in the back on the Vikings. Ball spotted at the 3. And referees getting set up in their spots, and we'll get set to go here. North Branch inside their own 5 at the 3. Robillard takes the snap. Up the middle. And not much doing on that one. For the ball carrier, Drill. Gets it to the 4. Gain of 1. For Drill. Be 2nd and 9 from the 4. Mustangs, this is a big opportunity for the Mustangs to, turnover would be great, but this is just a great opportunity to make a stop on defense and have North Branch punt it from inside their own 10-yard line. Robillard takes the snap, and he'll give it up the middle, and with room to run, and that is Volner. He is gone. It'll be a 96-yard rushing touchdown for Nolan Volner. 96 yards, Nolan Volner. He'll make it 39-14. Nolan Volner breaks this thing open with a 96-yard rushing touchdown for the North Branch Vikings. And homecoming night looking to be a success for the Vikings of North Branch. They now lead 39-14 with 6:12 to go. Brody Beaver and company will line. Uh-oh. Oh, no. So it's going to be a sideline warning more than likely. Oh, my. Will it? We'll have to wait and see. So the touchdown will stand. It is sideline interference by North Branch. The touchdown will count. I'm guessing it'll push them back on the kickoff, but touchdown does count for Nolan Volner, who went 96 yards on one carry, and now has the Vikings up 39-14. Brody Beaver, again, the kicker, will line up for the PAT. 6:12 to go here in the fourth quarter. And here's the snap. Spot down. Kick is up, and it is good. 40-14 is the North Branch Vikings lead here in the fourth quarter. 6:12 to go on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Embrace Orthodontics, your customized smile journey starts with a free consultation. The team at Embrace Orthodontics wants to make your journey as seamless and convenient as possible with custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners. Find out more at embracemn.com. That's EMBRACEMN.com. North Branch has broken things open here in this one with a 40-14 lead. 6:12 to go on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. It was Nolan Volner after a short run by Carter Drill. Well, really, it was set up on the punt that put him inside the 10-yard line from Nathan Nelson. It got a Mora bounce, and then the block in the back penalty on North Branch put him inside their own 5 to the 3. Carter Drill gained 1 to the 4, and then Volner found some space, cut it upfield, and ran away from everybody for the 96-yard rushing touchdown. That is how we have this 40-14 score. So North Branch will be kicking it from their own 25-yard line because of the sideline infraction instead of the 40. Potentially Mora could be set up with great field position, but we'll have to wait on the kick from Brody Beaver. Beaver's kick. Boom. It is away, and it's a good kick. It'll be taken in at the 30. Brock Volkema up to the 40, trying to cut it outside, and he'll be wrapped up at about the 43. Nice open field tackle there by the Vikings. So the Mustangs will take over on offense on their own side of the 50. That'll be first down and 10 on the 42. Vikings out on the field, but Mora not quite yet. 6:05 to go. Mustangs must be not sure what. So I'm not sure what. Looks like Mora might be coming out with a different squad here. Yeah, they will. So the clock was winding down, and yeah, Mora's gonna have to take a timeout. Getting those substitutes in took a little bit longer than they thought. Mustangs will take a timeout. It's 40-14. Looks like the backups will come in for Mora. Timeout, and while we have a moment, why don't we take a look and see how that Barnum game is going. That is a good one there over on 106.5 FM AM 1350. Adam Hefty on the call for that game. It is still going on. Oh, and Barnum has a 27-26 lead. So apparently that kick was no good. Barnum leads 27-26. Wow. Not sure how much time is left in that one, but wow. Ram trails by 1. The number 1 team in Class A trails by 1 to the top 10 team in Class AA in Barnum. What a game that is. So after the timeout, we'll get some new guys out here for Mora. I'll try to find out who it is. Under center, it's now number 24. That's Cole Grams. Bankers with the carry that time. Troy Bankers, wearing number 23. Bankers picks up, he picked up a yard. We'll give him that. So Bankers is one of the new backs out there for the Mustangs. And another new quarterback as they give up the middle. On the carry that time is number 14. That is Marcus Faber.
Gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 7.
2-yard gain there for him. The new quarterback that time under center was Will Sand, number 9. So it'll be 3rd down and 7 to go. As Will Sand will bring in the play call from the sideline. Takes the snap. He'll give it off the side there, off the left side. I believe that carry was number 32, and that's Josh Yates on the carry. Josh Yates will pick up 2, and it'll bring up 4th down and 5. So Bankers, Faber, and Yates in the backfield now for the Mustangs. Fourth down and 5. Will Sand brings in the play. Clock continues to roll on 4 minutes left in the game. Toss out to the right here. And on the carry, Troy Bankers, and he'll get a 1st down for the Mustangs to the 48-yard line. Or excuse me, the 43. It's a gain of 10. 10 for Troy Bankers. And it's 1st down at the North Branch 43-yard line. For the backups here for Mora. 3.5 minutes to go on that Embrace Orthodontic scoreboard. Mustangs trail 40-14. This time it's a give up the middle and a big carry that time. For number 14, Marcus Faber, to the 36-yard line.
Faber on the carry. Gain of 7.
It'll be
2nd and 3.
2nd down and 3. Clock rolling on 3 minutes now on that Embrace Orthodontic scoreboard. They will do all the insurance heavy lifting for you. If you don't have insurance, ask about financing options. They'll find a plan to fit your budget at embracemn.com. 40-14. Will Sand, he'll hand it off on the outside to Yates, and Yates is going to be wrapped up in the backfield. Loss of a couple. And that'll bring up 3rd down. 3rd down and 5 with 2.5 to go here in the game 40-14, Vikings with the lead. And looking to be victorious here on homecoming night. Under 2.5 now. Sand brings in the play. Sand under center, Power T takes the snap. And he'll keep it himself. QB keep off the right side. And he'll get to the 36-yard line, a gain of 2. And now it's 4th down and 3 to go for Mora. Under 2 minutes left here in the game. North Branch is going to come away with the victory. 40-14 is their lead right now. They're going to move to 3-1 on the season. Sand and company break the huddle, and they get to the line of scrimmage. Power T formation, takes the snap, toss out to the left, and that is number 23, Troy Bankers with the first down carry to the 29, a gain of 7. First down for Mora. 1:10 to go here in the game. Taking their time are the Mustangs getting this play call in. Here comes Sand. Sand under center, Power T. No, not Power T anymore. In fact, he'll give it off to Yates here. Yates initially hit, plows forward for maybe a yard, if anything. We'll give him a yard on the carry. And that will just about do it here in North Branch. The Vikings are going to come away victorious and move to 3-1 on the season. Mustangs will drop to 0-4. And we'll see if they decide to run a play. They don't need to, but we'll see if they will, just to get these back up some more playing time. So this will be the final play if they get it off in time. 5, 4, 3, and they will. It'll be a toss out to the left here for Bankers. Bankers off the side, breaks one tackle at the 20 to the 15. That's where it'll be taken down. And that'll be at a 13-yard game to end the game. And the Vikings win 40-14. And the Vikings move to 3-1 on the season. And Mora drops to 0-4. So we'll take a commercial break. We'll come back. We'll recap this game. Let you know what's coming up for both of these teams. Here in next week's set of action. But for tonight, the Vikings get the victory over the Mora Mustangs, 40-14. We'll take commercial break. We'll come back, recap this game. You're listening to High School Football on KBEK.
Joe and the gang at Roddy Motors say, "Go Mustangs!" Well, of course, he's got 2 boys on the varsity squad. He's born and raised in Mustang country, voted Reader's Choice Best Dealer in Kanabec County 2 years in a row. That's what you call a repeat champ. And he offers vehicles of all makes and models, can get you financed on site, and put you and your new vehicle before the Mustangs take on next week's opponent. When you need a quality new vehicle, make your way to Roddy Motors in Mora or visit roddymotors.com.
Embrace Orthodontics offers a unique specialized approach to orthodontic treatment with custom braces or Invisalign. The team at Embrace loves getting to know their patients personally and takes the time to make sure all your questions are answered. Their board-certified orthodontists use only the latest in modern technology to give you the best outcome possible. They work with your insurance company and offer flexible financing options to fit your budget. Call today to set up your free exam and see how Embrace Orthodontics can transform your smile. More online at embracemn.com. That's embracemn.com.
Wellia Health is here to keep you feeling your best so you can enjoy all the things you love best. You can count on us for your eye exams, mental health services, rehabilitation, wellness exams, urgent care, and much more. At Wellia Health, our goal is to help you live life well. Let Wellia Health help you get back to your best. Give us a call today to set up an appointment. 320-679-1313. WelliaHealth.org.
Are you looking for a position where your role impacts the community around you? Then look no further than Burnett Dairy Cooperative in Grantsburg, Wisconsin. Owned by the farmers in your community, Burnett Dairy offers numerous career options with various responsibilities and growth opportunities. Positions such as CDL drivers, who work closely with our farmers, cheese production, creating award-winning cheeses, and retail store clerks making someone's day better. Visit BurnettDairy.com and click on Careers to join our herd.
Your journey to smile with your forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners with locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget, whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics, a smile you will embrace forever.
Hey, you looking for a reliable propane supplier? Look no further than Burnett Dairy Propane. Proud to serve you, providing top-notch propane services all year round, offering convenient delivery options and flexible payment plans that suit your schedule and budget. Trust the experts in the field, Burnett Dairy Propane. Call them today at 715-689-1032 or visit them online at burnettdairy.com. Burnett Dairy Propane, your dependable propane partner.
Kettle River Pizza is a proud supporter of sports teams and community organizations. Local groups and teams across the state have had amazing success with Kettle River Pizza fundraising. From sausage and pepperoni to chicken Alfredo or the hot Hawaiian, the cheesy deliciousness practically sells itself. Visit KettleRiverPizza.com to schedule your next fundraiser. It's so easy to get started. Got a pizza craving now? Pick up a Kettle River Pizza at your local grocery store or convenience store today.
Today's WCMP deal of the day is Lumberjack Saloon and Pizzeria in Milltown, Wisconsin. Get a $10 gift certificate for just $5. Great tasting food at a great price. Find this and other great deals at WCMPradio.com/deal.
Hinkley Towing.
Hi, I'm on the side of the highway with a flat. Can you help me?
On the way.
Hinkley Towing?
Yep. How can we help?
We just had an accident and don't know where to bring the vehicle.
No sweat. We'll come out now and bring you back to our collision center.
Hinkley Towing. Experienced drivers, state-of-the-art trucks, and 24/7 service. For Hinkley Towing, call 320-385-4049 anytime. Hinkley Towing. 320-385-4049 anytime.
Are you interested in a technical degree that can quickly help you land your dream career? Or maybe you've always dreamed of going to a four-year college, but you'd like to start close to home. Either way, Pine Technical and Community College has you covered. PTCC offers more than 50 degrees in hot fields like healthcare information technology, advanced manufacturing, and business. PTCC is now accepting applications. Financial aid may be available online at pine.edu. Starting out or starting over, find your future at Pine Technical and Community College.
Want to make some extra money this holiday season? Then join Burnett Dairy Cooperative's Cheese Store Holiday Crew. They're looking for temporary employees to assist with gift box orders from October 1st through January 6th. This position is scheduled Sunday through Thursday from 12 to 8 p.m. with an hourly rate of $14 per hour and an end-of-the-season retention bonus. Call 715-689-2170 or apply online at burnettdairy.com and click on Careers.
Back here on Nice 95.5 FM, KBEK. North Branch gets the victory, 40-14 over the Mora Mustangs. They hold Mora off the scoreboard here in the second half. A surprise after Mora and North Branch's offenses got off to a hot start, but North Branch's offense was that much hotter, and their defense finally figured it out here in the second half and just absolutely tore through that Mustang O-line and did a lot of damage. On the evening, looking at the stats, 6 possessions for Mora, 4 penalties on the night, and 2 turnovers. They carried the ball 50 times for 182 yards. Leading the way was Brock Folkma, 16 carries, 65 yards, and behind him it was Maverick Sutherland with 11 carries for 51 yards. On the other side, for the North Branch Vikings, 6 possessions, 5 penalties, no turnovers on the night. They carried the ball 30 times for 418 yards here this evening. Leading the way was Nolan Volner with 184 yards on 6 carries, thanks in part to that 96-yard rushing touchdown. 12 carries for 99 yards for Carter Drill and 8 carries for 99 yards for Jacob Robillard. And that is the final here in this one, 40-14. The North Branch Vikings get the victory tonight over the Mora Mustangs. So the North Branch Vikings do improve on the season to 3-1. They have now won 3 in a row after losing their first game of the season to the Pequot Lakes Patriots. They win 3 in a row, and now they look to go for 4 in a row next week as we look at the schedules here for both of these teams. Of course, Mora, they will have a game next week as well. But for the North Branch Vikings, the victors here on homecoming night, coming up here next week, next Friday. Of course, it's not going to give me next Friday's game. I have to skip a page. So next Friday on the 29th, they will travel up to Duluth-Denfeld. That should be a fun one. Duluth-Denfeld, as of tonight, was 3-0 on the season. We'll see if they won here tonight, but that could be a very interesting matchup. That would probably be a battle for the top spot in the section, as they are in the same section, North Branch and Duluth-Denfeld. And then for Mora next week, they'll be in Pine City. Yeah, the Mora Mustangs and the Pine City Dragons going to go at it. That rivalry game going to get renewed yet again this year. That should be a fun one between those two teams. Pine City up in Hibbing tonight. We'll see if they won as well. So that could be another very interesting matchup. Pine City and Mora both in the same section as well. So stay tuned for that. We'll keep you up to date on all of that. Of course, the best way to stay tuned is on our morning shows on 95.5 FM KBK with Rock and Robin Riley at 7:30 and 8:30. Then over on 100.9 FM with Joshua Miron at 7:45 and 8:45. That's when you can catch your local sports updates. We'll get you covered on all the local sports that happen in our area, as well as some regional sports as well. I want to thank all of you who tuned in here tonight. Thanks so much for tuning in. I appreciate it. Without you, I don't have a job to do. So thanks so much for tuning in. Thanks to all of these fine sponsors who sponsored this broadcast and every other broadcast we do. Of course, if it ain't for them, well, we can't come out here and do these games. So thanks so much to all of our fine sponsors for sponsoring this and every other broadcast. Of course, I want to remind you, be kind to everyone. You never know what someone is going through. Your kindness could truly make their day. So again, the final here in this one on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard on homecoming night, the North Branch Vikings get the victory over the Mora Mustangs 40-14 and improve to 3-1, while the Mustangs drop to 0-4. Again, stay tuned to our website. If you're listening to this on the YouTube, make sure you go to like and subscribe on our YouTube. That red subscribe button is what you can click. That way you'll be notified anytime that we go live with a local sporting event. Again, the final here in this one on homecoming night, North Branch gets the victory over the Mora Mustangs 40-14. For WCMP, I am Ethan Game Day Gilman. Have a great rest of your night and a fantastic weekend.